So today we're going to talk about something that's, well, it's super simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. It's a single belief that can totally change how you approach everything, from your job to any challenge you're facing. It's all about your potential. All right, so let me ask you something straight up and really think about it for a second. Are you smart or do you get smart? Your first gut reaction to that question, it actually says a lot. It reveals this deep down belief you have about your own abilities, and that belief has a huge impact on your life. Okay, let's really dig into this, because this isn't just some random philosophical question. It actually comes from some amazing research by a psychologist named Carol Dweck. In one of her most famous studies, she gave a bunch of students a puzzle. When they finished, she praised half of them for their intelligence, saying things like, "Wow, you must be really smart at this." But the other half, she praised them for their effort. "You must have worked really hard." What happened next was pretty incredible, and it showed that these two little phrases lead down two completely different paths, each one shaped by a different mindset. And here they are, the two core mindsets right next to each other. On one side, you've got the fixed mindset. This is the idea that your intelligence, your talents, they're just static. You're born with a certain amount, and that's it. But on the other side, you have the growth mindset, and that's the belief that your abilities aren't carved in stone. They're things that can be developed, that you can grow. So first, let's talk about what happens when you're stuck in the fixed mindset trap, because that's really what it is, a trap. It's this way of thinking that can really hold you back, building these invisible walls around what you think you can achieve. So, to put it a bit more formally, the fixed mindset is this core belief that your qualities just are what they are. If you've ever thought, "Oh, I'm just not a math person," or "I'm naturally terrible at public speaking," well, you're operating from a fixed mindset. It makes you feel like you constantly have to prove yourself, and that built-in talent you think you have. And you can totally see how this belief leads to certain behaviors. Remember those students who were told they were smart? When they were offered a tougher puzzle, most of them said no thanks. See, if your talent is fixed, then challenges are just scary. You might fail and look dumb. Obstacles feel like you've hit your limit. And effort seems kind of pointless. I mean, if you were really talented, you wouldn't have to try so hard, right? And when other people succeed, it doesn't feel inspiring, it feels threatening. But what if there's a different way to look at things? And there is. This is where the solution comes in. The empowering alternative, the growth mindset. It's the belief that unlocks a totally different way of thinking and acting. The whole idea behind the growth mindset is that your brain is kind of like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. It's this deep down belief that your true potential is basically unknown, and that you can develop your abilities through dedication, smart strategies, and just sticking with it. Just look at the difference here. The students who were praised for their effort, they were all over that harder puzzle. With a growth mindset, challenges suddenly become exciting chances to grow. Setbacks aren't a sign that you're a failure. They're just part of the process. Effort isn't a sign of weakness. It's the only way to get better. And someone else's success? That's not a threat. That's inspiration. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you make that shift in your own head? Well, it can all start with just one tiny 3-letter word. It's a simple little tool, but it's unbelievably powerful for changing how you talk to yourself. I mean, just look at the power in that shift. I can't solve this problem. That's a full stop. It's a dead-end street. It's a statement that says, I am not capable. But when you just add that one little word, yet, the entire meaning changes. It turns that fixed statement into a bridge to the future. It says that with a little more time, a little more effort, you will get there. And you can start using this, like, right now. First, just try to notice when those fixed mindset thoughts pop into your head. The "I don't get this" or "I'm no good at this" kind of stuff. Then, consciously reframe it. Realize it's just where you are right now, not who you are forever. And finally, just stick that magic word on the end. I don't get this yet. So as we wrap this up, it's so important to get why this really matters. This isn't just about feeling a little better about yourself. It's about fundamentally changing the path of your learning, your career, and your life. So here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway. Your mindset is not something you're born with. It's a choice. It's a choice you get to make every day with every single challenge you come across. And choosing a growth mindset lays the foundation for being resilient, for learning your whole life, and ultimately for finding a lot more success and fulfillment. And that leaves us with one final big question for you to think about. When you really believe that your abilities can grow, a whole world of possibilities opens up. It proves your potential isn't some fixed amount you were given, but a dynamic thing waiting to be developed. So the only question left is, what will you choose to grow next?